So today we're going to talk about positive and negative numbers, adding and subtracting positive and negative numbers, and we're going to start with what you already know because you learned it in first grade. So what is, or hopefully maybe in kindergarten, what is 1 plus positive 1?
2.
2, obviously, right? We know that. Whenever we add a positive, what happens?
Goes up.
It goes up, and yeah, that's sort of how it always goes. The number just goes up from wherever you start. So then, what happens if we subtract? If we have 1 and we subtract positive 1?
It goes down.
It goes down. So what does it equal? If I start at 1 and I go down 1?
0.
It goes to 0, right? Okay, so now we have to think about, like we're going to talk about negatives. So what happens when I have 1 plus negative 1? You might not know this one.
It goes down?
Yeah, it goes down. So 1 plus negative 1, 1 plus negative 1 goes down, it equals 0. Because what we do is when we go up, when we add a positive number, we always know it goes up, but when we add a negative number, because it's the opposite, it actually goes the other direction. So it's negative 1. I'm sorry, so it goes down 1. So it goes from 1 down to 0. Mm-hmm. Last one, what if we do 1 minus negative 1?
I don't know, Mr. Comer.
Don't know that one? Okay. Yeah, this one's really confusing. This one actually goes to 2.
Okay.
It seems a little bit weird, though. It's sort of like, how does that work? How am I taking away? It's 1, and I'm taking something away, and I'm taking something else away. How is that 2? Well, I actually have a really good tool that I use to help myself remember all the time. Have you seen the movie Up?
Yeah, I love that movie. Yeah.
It's like this house, right?
Yeah.
So I like to think about the up house. Numbers,
okay.
Integers are like the up house. So what makes the house go up?
Balloons.
Balloons. So if I put balloons on the house like this, it is going to go, like, he needs a lot, right? He had like tens of thousands of balloons. I only have a few. But if I put enough balloons on, it's going to go up, right?
Right.
Balloons are like, and I should probably have a white marker to draw these on here. Balloons are like positives, right? It's like a positive 1.
Okay.
So every time I put a single balloon on this house that's full of helium, the force of that helium going up is pulling up that house just a little bit, right? And so every time when I get enough of them, it goes high enough.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what happens once this balloon has gone up if I take a balloon away?
It goes down a little bit.
It goes down a little bit. So every time when we subtract a balloon, when we subtract a positive, it goes away, it goes down. How else can I make the house go down? How else did he make the house go down?
Oh, he added sandbags.
So we can make the house go down by adding sandbags. Now I'm going to use red for these. So if you put some weight on the house, any weight, it doesn't really matter. If the dog jumps on the house, if the kid jumps on the house, or any furniture jumps on the house, it's going to go down. So in math, that is adding weight, adding things that take something down. That's like adding a negative. So when we add negatives like this, it goes down.
Okay.
Wherever it started, if we add negatives, it's going to go down.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And now, we know that when I put balloons on it, it will go up. But how else can I make it go up?
Take off sandbags?
Yeah, exactly. In fact, there's that scene in the movie when he wants to take his house to go off and save Kevin and the boy, and he's like, I don't have enough balloons to make this thing fly. I'm never going to make this work. And then he goes, oh yeah, I'm just going to take all of the furniture out of the house, and he throws it all in a big pile, all the things that he really cared about, and off the house goes. So what he was doing was he was taking away negatives. He was taking away weight.
Okay.
And that made the house go up.
Oh.
So when we look at it like this, we say, so when I add a positive, when I add a balloon, the house goes up. What's the other thing that I can do to make the house go up?
Take away weight.
When I take away weight, and weight is what? Is weight positives or negatives?
Negatives.
Negatives, that's right. So when I take away a negative, the house goes up. Now, how do I make the house go down?
Add
Add what?
weight.
Add weight. If I add weight, the house will go down.
Okay.
Now, how else can I make the house go down?
Take away a balloon.
Yeah, when I take away a positive balloon, that also will make the house go down. Now, do you see any patterns here?
Well, there in the top one it's plus and plus,
Yep.
and on the bottom one it's minus and minus,
Good.
and in the middle ones it's a minus and a plus.
Okay, and which ones go up and which ones go down?
The minus and the plus go down, and the minus and the minus and the plus go up.
Okay, so when these two signs match, it goes up. And when they don't, it goes down. It's that simple. It's that simple. And it doesn't matter where you go. If you start at 1, if the house starts at 1, and we add balloons, it's going to go up. If I add, more balloons, maybe it'll go up more, right? The up house. But if I start down here, it's the same thing. If I start at -5, we'll do an example. If I start at -5 and I add plus positive 2.
So, Mr. Kilmer, that's going to go
Where's it going to go?
up.
How far?
2.
1, 2. So I started at -5, and now I'm at where?
-3.
Now it's sitting on -3. So -5 plus positive 2 is -3. What if I do -3? We'll leave it at -3. -3, and let's say it's at -3 and it has all this weight on it that helped it get to -3, and I take away -2. I'm going to take away a -2.
You're taking away 2 sandbags?
I'm taking away 2 sandbags, so I'm
So the
taking
house
away negative. What's it
is
going
going
to
to go up.
How far?
2.
2. So where is it going to end up? 1, 2.
-1.
It ends at -1. So that's our answer. So every time we take away something, we take away a negative, we just go up that many spaces. And it doesn't matter where we start. And every time we add something, let's say we move our house up to a +1. Now let's say I add 1, 2, 3, 4. So we were at +1, and I add, what did I add? -4. What am I going to do? Am I going to go up or down?
You're adding sandbags, so you're going to go down.
Okay, I added a sandbag, so I'm going to go down, and it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, because that says 4. We're going down 4. And where did I end up?
-3.
-3. And that is why integers are like the up house.